The yeared. What in the world is that funny sounding word? Well, you might have guessed it. Combination of the two words year and beard. It's a yeared. Simply put, it's a commitment to grow your beard for 1 full year, for 12 months without stopping. Pick that start date and let it rip. So I wanted to do a video about my yeared journey and where I'm at on it right now. But before we do that, let me introduce myself. Tommy Kissinger, founder and owner of Geaux Bearded. What's Geaux Bearded? Glad you asked. Geaux Bearded is a new beard products company, and we are also a community and a brotherhood for the bearded. Based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Go Tigers. We also call them the Bayou Bengals. We got Death Valley here. We got jambalaya and crawfish etouffee. So before we get into explaining some things about the yeared, I just wanted to take you on a little backstory and how I got to this point. My good friend Nate Harris, earlier this year, he brought up one day out of the blue, how cool would it be if we just grew our beards out for a long time without stopping? I was like, man, I don't know. I kind of just like blew it off because I'm one of these OCD guys, a perfectionist, always wanting to have every little thing perfect, not one hair out of place. So I thought, I'll never do it. I'll never press into it. I'll never get past the intermediate stage with all the scragglies going every which way but loose. So I kind of forgot about it. Now, we had been planning a trip to Colorado to go to the mountains, to do some hiking, to do some climbing. So it kind of jumped on me one day and it came back to me and I thought, let's do it, man. I'm going to call these guys out on a beard challenge. So I did. I contacted all the guys going to the mountains of Colorado and I said, hey man, the Mountain Man Beard Challenge is on. Are you down with it? Well, they were all cool. They were all down with it. We did it. So that was about 5 months before we went to the mountains. We grew the beards out big. We went to the mountains of Colorado. We ended up going to Durango. We went to Denver and the Breckenridge area. Now, before we got to the mountains, I started looking into the whole YouTube world. Came across the great Dan C. Bearded, who has now become a friend of mine, a mentor of mine, helping me to get Geaux Bearded up off the ground and get it launched. And so we went to the mountains, had a great time. We came back and I decided to see how far I could take this thing, how far I would go. I kept growing the beard. And then it just hit me one day. I was like, man, how cool would it be to launch a beard products company? So looked into it. As I said, contacted Danny C. He's been my mentor, helping me to get this thing up and running. It's coming down the pike. Be looking for it. We're going to be selling the oil, the balm, the butters, the shampoo, and the conditioner, all things beard related. So really excited about that. As far as me and my yeared journey, I'm about 6 months into it. And so what you can expect is that your beard is going to grow about 1/2 inch per month. So when you get to the end of the year, you could have a beard that's going to be somewhere between 6 to 8 inches. There's different ideas of it, different versions of it. The most pure form of it is to not cut or trim, shave anything at all. To just let it go buck wild, man. But then, some people do like a perimeter trim, which I have done a little bit every so often, maybe every month, every 2 months, I'll just do a little perimeter trim. The super duper scraggly ones that are going every which way but loose, I just kind of shape it up a little bit. I do keep my mustache trimmed above the lip. That's just me. I think the great, big, incredible mustaches look great. More power to the guys that can do them. I personally don't like it coming over the lip and having to just pull it way out to the side to get it to come down into the beard. I don't want it ending up in my mouth when I'm chewing and when I'm eating food. That's just me. But more power to the guys with the huge mustaches. I think they look phenomenal. So as I said, I'm about 6 months in, pressing into this thing, really enjoying it. What does it do? It opens up the door for you to learn all things beard related. You start learning how to apply product to your beard, putting in oil, putting in butter at night. If you like to use some balm, finding a really good beard wash, finding a really good beard conditioner, picking out the combs or whatever that you want to use. And the other thing it does, what I think is really cool, is it wins people over. People in the beginning are like, bro, what's that on your face? What are you doing with this big old crazy beard? You look wild. Well, you end up winning them over. When they see the thing taking shape, going forward, that you're committed to it, you're not backing out, they start getting on board and you start winning them over. So just a lot of things to consider as you press into the year. Maybe you've had a beard for a long time and you've never grown it out. Maybe you've never grown a beard before. I just invite you to be a part of this, be a part of the channel. Also, if you would please hit the like button, smash that thumbs up button. We need you to like the videos. It's going to help us out. And if you like all things beard related, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, it'll greatly, greatly help us to go forward. So just a little introduction to my yeared journey, the commitment to growing your beard for 1 full year. Be on the lookout for us. We're up and coming. Geaux Bearded, the new beard products company coming up on the scene, a community and a brotherhood also for the bearded.